Are you checked out and burnt out? Don't feel bad. I'm in the same boat as you. So, do you guys remember Saturday morning cartoons? You guys remember that era? When you used to get up early in the morning, rush to the TV with your bowl of cereal, sit on that couch, and watch cartoon after cartoon. Mind you, you didn't have a job. You were broke. No money coming in, but you were organically happy. Happy as hell. I wish I could transfer that feeling into adulthood currently, right now. Not saying that I'm not working on it, because I am, but I wish I could transfer that feeling right now, currently. Because adulting is hard. It is hard. Like, people right now currently are just going through the motions. I think many people are going through this life on autopilot. People are not even feeling life. They're just existing to finish the story. And that, I think that fact of the matter is very sad that many people are feeling this way. What do you guys think this is due to? I think it's due to life kicking our ass. Because life has a way of punching us. But a lot of times we feel we're not able to duck those punches. But in actuality, when you really think about it, we're supposed to be hitting back, right? We're supposed to be ducking. We're supposed to be punching life back. We're supposed to let life know that you're not going to mess with me no more. You've messed with me enough. It's time for me to make a change. That's what it's supposed to be. But life has KO'd us plenty of times to a point of submission. A lot of times in this life, in this checked out, burnt out life, we realize certain things. We've realized that rest is a luxury. Rest is no longer, oh yeah, I'm just going to take a nap. Many people don't have that option anymore. People have 1, 2, 3 jobs, maybe even 4. Going through this life just trying to figure it out. And what's sad is some people are trying to pay off a house that they can't even enjoy. Can you imagine living in a house that you're currently trying to pay off? Currently trying to pay off. You can't even enjoy the house because you got to go to work. You got to work several jobs just to afford the house you're living in. And you can't even sit in the house and sip on your coffee. Diabolical, if you ask me. When was the last time you guys genuinely laughed? And I'm not talking about a little chuckle here and there. I'm talking about belly pain laugh. Do you guys remember the belly pain laughs? I'm talking about the laughter that you've had with friends where you had to hold your belly because it hurt so much from the laughter, the genuine organic laughter you had. I remember dudes used to take off their shoe and throw it across the room. That's how much they were just going crazy laughing. I haven't had those kind of laughs in a very long time. Because to me, there hasn't been anything that funny. As sad as that may sound, there has been a lot of things that just hasn't been that funny. And I think this current time that we're living in is no laughing matter. There's nothing to laugh about. I see way too many detriments in this world. Not saying I shouldn't laugh, because that's one of the healthiest things we could do. It's good for our souls, right? That's what they say. So why does it seem everyone is just checked out? Why does it seem like everyone is burnt out? Everyone is keeping to themselves. People are staying at work longer than ever. Coworkers are the new family members. Not by choice, but because it's mandatory now. That person you don't like down the hall, you see her more than your spouse. You see that person more than your children. And you can't stand her ass. But you got to see her every single day, Monday through Friday, sometime even Saturday and Sunday, if you got to do that. And I think that's one of the reasons, one of the plethora of reasons why people are just so checked out. They're just done with life. All they're doing is existing. They're trying to make a way. They're trying to manage for their family members. And that's all it seems to be. They wash, rinse, repeat. Come back home. Now, is this by choice? No, it's not by choice. But a lot of us get our passions obliterated by the hamster wheel. It falls dead on your passions. Bam. Now, can you do something about it? Yes, you can. And this video is not just to say, I'm going to bring awareness, but it's to wake you up. Just like that alarm clock that always is blaring in the morning, telling you, signifying for you, it's time to get up. This video is a reminder. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Life is not going to give any of us what we need, what we want. We got to get up and get it. We got to get up and get it. It's not going to just give it to us just because we're living this life. No. Like I said, people are working on autopilot. A lot of people don't have, they just don't know anymore. You hear that alarm clock in the morning, your body jolts up. After several times you have to hit that snooze button, of course. You're finally up. You make that tired ass cup of coffee. You put on the same tired ass clothes. You get behind the tired ass steering wheel and you sit in that tired ass traffic. And you take the same tired ass route to work. And by the time you get out of that miserable traffic, you don't want to see anybody. You're too miserable yourself. Now you're like, I need to get out of here. You just punched in, you ready to punch back out. This is the reality for many of us. Many of us are feeling this way. And by the time you get home, you realize something. Damn, I didn't even take the chicken out to defrost. What am I going to eat? You ask yourself these questions because work has clogged your brain to a point where you don't even know that you actually have a personal life. You actually have a life outside of work. But work will do this to you. This is what running on the hamster wheel continuously. This is the effects. Most of us are living our vacations. We're living our vacations through fantasy, through our daydreams, until that boss walks in and pops that dream bubble. What you doing in here? Pop. Get up. They're not. Hopefully your boss is not talking to you that way. But many bosses are cruel. Many bosses out here are cruel. They don't know how to talk to people. They talk to them with disrespect, like they're their offspring. Even if you're their offspring, they shouldn't be talking to you that way. Have some manners, have some respect. But I've seen bosses, employers, talk to people literally like they are trash. And it's a horrible sight to see this kind of behavior. Like I said, we have to get to a point where when we wake up, we have to understand running on this hamster wheel is only going to lead to a pulled muscle. Right in our legs, right in our back. That's all it's going to lead to. It's not going to lead to the actual success you have in your mind, unless that success is of the ceiling of that job. Meaning, whatever ceiling that job has as success, whether it's financial, whether it's a title that you're liking, they are always going to have a ceiling for you. They're always going to have a ceiling for you. You cannot go past that ceiling. And you have to understand that. Some of us are still trying to break through that ceiling, trying to understand, oh, why is the ceiling not breaking? I want to go this way. That ceiling is not made for you to go. That's why we have to understand we have to create our own ceilings through trades, through our passions, whatever our passions may be. Whatever you're good at, figure out ways where you can monetize it. That way you're not working for a company that can just let you go or tell you to run faster on the hamster wheel. Most people, to be honest, are trapped in their own thoughts because they're mentally tapped out. And they've been mentally tapped out for years. And it seems like their passions have been tossed in the ocean to drown. And they've lost the ability to swim. And this is where we find a lot of our dreams, in that same ocean. A lot of our passions drowned. We're wondering why we can't reach our passions anymore, because they were tossed violently into that ocean. This video is not to complain, it's to bring more awareness, and it's to wake you up. Again, it's time to wake up. Till next time, guys. Peace.